Hi everyone, my name is Iretilu Asani. I go by Dami, and my presentation talks about understanding frailty in older adults. So, first off, frailty is a clinical syndrome that is marked by weakness, weight loss, and low physical activity. And this makes individuals more vulnerable to falls, illnesses, and dependency. The goal of this presentation is to share evidence based self care strategy to help both older adults and their families recognize, manage, and even prevent frailty while simultaneously improving both their quality of lives and independence. Frailty affects about 10 to 15% of people over the age of 65. It is linked to higher hospitalizations, longer recovery time, and increased care costs. Functionally, it most often leads to a decline in the ability to carry out their ADLs, which is the activities of daily living. And financially and ethically, frailty also raises issues around long term care, autonomy, and decision making, and a patient's rights to informed consent. With the growing adult population, addressing frailty early on is very essential. Frailty usually develops from a combination of risk factors like chronic illnesses, undernutrition, and a lack of physical activity, and even age related muscle loss. And while it can definitely worsen over time, it is not inevitable. Frailty can be managed, especially with the focus on lifestyle changes. The treatment usually involves physical activity, nutritional support, chronic condition management, and fall prevention. I use the ecological model of aging to frame this presentation. This model focuses on how well an individual's activities or abilities match their environment. For frail adults, small changes like taking out rugs in the house, installing grab bars, and even improving their lighting can help them stay safe and active. This model also reminds us that adapting to the environment can reduce various risks and support healthy aging. For the holistic self-care intervention, I focused on physical, functional, the psychological, and the social aspects, and I also gave examples underneath each of these. For for physical, I wrote that you can conduct routine tests to assess and ensure their safety. Routine tests such as how well they hear, how good their sight is, how good they can walk on their own. For functional, I wrote that you can break down their different tasks into small steps to help them maintain their independence. For psychological, I wrote that you could help them start journaling to improve their mood, give them puzzles to help maintain their cognitive abilities. And for social, I wrote that you can sign them up in a senior center to help reduce their isolation. They can join walking clubs, um, daily calls with their family, or regular calls with their families to stay connected. And these are just small examples of what I have wrote down for the self-care interventions. For local support, many counties have various programs like fall prevention workshops and nutritional aid to help older adults and caregivers learn more about frailty and aging well. And nationally, the National Council on Aging also provides these tools and resources. To wrap up, frailty is common but manageable. By focusing on physical health, functionality, emotional well being, and social connections, these older adults can maintain their independence longer. Families and caregivers also play a huge role in this process, and with the right knowledge and resource, their support can help these older adults age healthier. Thank you all so much for listening in on my presentation. These are all the sources I used to develop this presentation. They include peer reviewed articles on frailty, holistic assessments, and community based aging support programs. Thank you once again, and bye.